All right, hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining our team call. So excited to have you guys here. I know it's a whole different night, so I hope you guys had a fantastic 4th of July. Did everybody have a good time? Yay, great. Celebrations, fun, fun, fun. Good, so time to get back to work. Last week we were really concentrating on the checklist and keeping everything extremely simple, duplicatable, and an opportunity for us to pass this information on to other people. During this call, we had several of you want to train this week and keep the momentum going, keep the excitement happening, and bring out your skills and talents. So today we're going to focus on 3 different things. Greta J is going to be talking about Facebook do's and don'ts, and that's at the top of the checklist. So as our brand new associate or customers come in, we want to get them really comfortable with what to post on Facebook, and especially when they upgrade and say they want to be a business builder, what's the first thing they do? So Greta J is going to go over that. Of course, our customers need to have the best experience. So we want to go over the 14-day talk, and Mary Kay and Christina, as they're driving, are going to be doing that, and they're really helping people have a great time. So Mary Kay, Christina, we'll start with you guys. And then Jody is going to be doing the you share, they share, repeat. So just kind of in line, as you're now a customer, this is how this program works, bam, bam, bam. Now it's a wonderful time for you to upgrade and share this with other people. How do you do that? What do you say and post? So Greta, and then Jody's going to come in with the you share, they share, and what do we actually earn? So Mary Kay and Christina, if you guys can take it away with your 14-day talk.
Hello. So we're driving. We've lost service a few times, so we're in Riverside right now. So we apologize if that happens. But with the 14-day talk, basically, Mary Kay and I kind of talk to the clients about the 14-day talk before they even get their shipment, just to kind of put it in their head. And we kind of preface it stating to them that we'll go over it again, but we just want to kind of get it in their minds so they know what they're going to expect once they receive their boxes. So then when they get the boxes, generally so far we've had the opportunity to hand deliver all the boxes just because everybody's been in Arizona. So we sit down, we go over the boxes with them, and then we say, okay, now that you've got your box, this is what you're going to expect. And your 14 days are going to be extremely crucial. And in these 14 days, you're going to hear from Mary Kay and I pretty much
every day.
Every day, right. More than you want to, but you're going to hear from us.
Right.
So then we just kind of, oh no. Are you still there? Can you guys hear us?
Yep.
Okay. It shows that we lost you, but okay, so we sit them down and we tell them for the first 4 days, 1 through 4, you're really going to experience a change within how your body's going to react. So, you know, you may get a headache, you might feel a little dehydrated, so you're going to want to drink a lot of water.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Tired, just a little, you know, just you're not going to have the energy that you think you should have within the first 4 days. And also we talked to them about their taste buds. You know, the first 4 days, their taste buds might change too, where the shakes might taste one way, but then after about 4 days, all of a sudden the shakes taste even better than they did the first day. And we try to explain that to them about, you know, the difference in the acids in their body, and that, you know, you're really just detoxing the first 4 days. Then after that, we explain to them, you know, 5 through 7 is really when they're going to be like, oh my goodness, this stuff is amazing. What is this? And, you know, they're really excited. They feel better. They're sleeping better. Their mood, everything overall is just
they're glowing.
Yeah, they're glowing. They're happy. And they're like, okay, you know, what's in this? And is it legal? You know, because we've had people say that to us already. So, and then going into the 10th day, you know, is really when people are really going to get through their first canister, and that's kind of when we start bringing up the auto ship. Like I said, we're talking to them on a daily basis and just seeing how things are going, checking in, making changes, so they really know that they have a team. And on the auto ship, we talk to them about day 10, saying, you know, you've noticed that one of your canisters is empty. Don't worry about it. You got a 30-day supply, so you don't need to worry about anything yet. But what we want you to start doing is thinking about what you've liked so far, what what flavors you've really enjoyed, because that's what you're going to want to keep in mind for your next shipment. So we kind of go over that with them. And then day 14, we explain to them that, how you feeling, what's going on, has anybody really started saying, people noticing anything about you, and, we kind of wait for their reply.
Or even what they've noticed about themselves.
Right.
I think there's a few measurements at that point, right?
Right.
After week 1 and week 2, you re-measure.
Right. Because we've had them measure at the beginning, and then we kind of go over it. We say, how you feeling? People start to notice about you, and then that's where we kind of go into the fact of, you're doing this without even trying, and people are paying attention to you. So people are going to start asking you, hey, what are you doing different? And this is your opportunity to really start talking to, I say clients, but talking to your friends and talking to your family about an opportunity that they can also have to feel this good. And with that opportunity, you can either, 1, earn free product, or 2, start earning money. And then we kind of go into how that works. So we say, if someone is talking to you and they really want to sign up, and you're not really ready to, become a salesperson for Isogenics, because that's what people usually say is, I don't want to sell this. And we explain to them, you're not selling it. It kind of has been selling itself, as you've seen people are asking you what you're doing. So that's where we kind of go in and talk to them about the opportunities with Isogenic, and just really talking to them about, their loved ones seeing the difference, and don't they want their loved ones to feel the same way that they're feeling. And then we kind of go into, if people are starting to be interested, we have the website, really talk to them and say, let's sign you up on the website, and you can kind of see what I'm doing, what my team's doing. I can have you reach out to my coaches, and they can kind of talk to you about it. But really, and that's where we go into our passion. Mary Kay and I really talk about our passion with Isogenics, just because of what it's done for us. And we talk to them about just all the opportunities that Isogenic offers in regards to, the product and the nutrition, the coaching, the mentorship, the family, and as well as either earning free product or starting to make money. And then once they become more interested, then that's when we really start talking about how to become an associate and going up the ladder.
Absolutely fantastic. And you girls have been rocking it. You have really had an opportunity to bring so many different people in, and they continue, they stay in auto ship, they have these great experiences. So I know what you just trained on is exactly how you're doing it and really rocking it. Does anyone have any questions for Christina or Mary Kay about the 14-day talk? Any questions? All right. Thank you, girls, so much.
I actually have a question.
Yes.
I'm just curious because I feel like I've gotten to a better place in that sort of transition to talking about the business. But do you guys feel like you need to do you plant the seed earlier and then circle back around, or are you waiting to talk about the business side?
Yeah. I personally have found most people either right off the bat say, I don't want to sell, or I don't want to do like the pyramid scheme. So I don't bring it up initially and come back around. I pretty much just, once I hear that, I said, okay, no pressure. We're about customers first. So if all you ever want to do is the product, great. But what I do find is that after about the 2-week period, when they've noticed the difference, they're feeling great, and people are saying something to them, that's when they're like, okay, so how does this work? Do you guys make money? And that's when I am like, oh my gosh, product, compensation.
We may have lost them, so we'll see if you guys can come back. Just go ahead and jump on.
I do a little bit different.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Christina.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know if you can hear me. So I do a little bit differently. just because I'm in sales, I'm a commission-based position on a daily basis. So for me, that when someone goes, well, I don't want to sell, that question I'm kind of already used to because what I do in my full-time job besides Isogenics. And so when someone says that to me, I say to them, I said, you know what's awesome about Isogenics? I'm like, when I first started, I didn't anticipate selling either. I said the best thing about Isogenics, and that's when I bring up the customer first, and I say to them, I say, you can start the program, and I'm like, and you don't ever have to sell if you don't want to. I said, that's why Isogenics recently just changed how their format is, where all the other marketing companies will do, you have to sell, and you have to get a certain amount, and you have to do this. I'm like, Isogenics doesn't do that. I'm like, so you have the opportunity to be a customer first, see how much you enjoy it, and then after you realize you can make money off of this, that's what I would definitely suggest to you. We need to have a talk about you becoming an associate over a customer. And they're like, and the kind of light bulb goes on because you're giving them a different look on how the company works, and they're not trying to get you just to sell so that other people can have product. You really bring up that customer first and how they've changed it, and then it kind of softens them, and then we bring it back after about the 14 days and go, remember how I told you if you really like the product, you can earn money or products? And they go, yeah, and then that's when we bring it up again.
Yeah, I feel like I've got a lot of people that I mean, they switch to associate, but then they sort of have one person. I call them one-eyed pirates.
Right.
I mean, but I think, I mean, I was able to get my 10, but I still feel like there's a lot of people that, I don't know, for me, I feel like there's a disconnect. And somehow I'm not, I don't know. I'm anxious to do more of the whole, what Stephanie said with getting people.
Right. I feel the same as you do. Christina's got an advantage, I feel, from being in sales where I don't. So I don't want to like cross anyone or come off the wrong way by talking initially about, oh yeah, sell. But, and I kind of explain that Isogenics sells itself. Either by people noticing our body changes or their own once they've started it, and the fact that a family or a friend has noticed the same, and they're like, okay, so now they want to get involved. So that's when I feel I'm not like apprehensive about talking about it, whereas Christina's better about saying it from the get-go, because I'm just like, I don't want to like cross them, like lose them. I'm afraid that I'll lose them as a customer if they think they have to sell.
Yeah.
Right. So I just got to get them more ballsy, I guess.
And you'll know when you have that opportunities, you should have a little bit of a gut feeling. And I know a few of you have said that before. It's like, oh, I should have said this, or just go ahead and say it. Keep in mind, whenever you're in that position, go ahead and be fearless, be bold, and experiment with what you say and how they take it. And you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. So if they give you any kind of tip, you can always use the statement of, just so you know, I'm obligated to let you know that you can earn money by doing this. Or go back to that $820 script, and it's like, just so you know, there are going to be other people who want to feel and look just like you have been. When you share this with them, you'll be able to help them, but then you'll also receive different things for yourself that will help pay for your pack. And if you're nervous about if they want to actually sell and make money, just keep referring back to the company will give you credit. The company will give you product coupons to help you continue to buy your product. Who doesn't want free product? Who doesn't want their products paid for? And so that will take away some of that nervousness of, well, if they don't want to sell, but if they refer people and they get a canister of shake or 4 canisters of shake, they're going to go for that. So good. Thank you guys so much for that. That was a great explanation. And we already have the 14-day talk pinned in Game Changers Healthy Living. Whenever you bring in a new person, go ahead and just tag them and give them a little statement of this is what I wanted to share with you about getting started. And then that way we keep bringing it up and showing more people, but then we can go over that 14-day talk in writing as well as their verbal that you do with them. Great job, girls.
Yeah, we message it to them, so that way for us, we were tagging them, but then a few people were like, "Oh, I can't find it now," so we tagged them and we also message it to them too.
Great
But I've done a little tweak because I'm just that way. So my 14-day has more information in it because of who I am and how I am when it comes to communicating with people. So it kind of walks through certain things like cleanse days and then shake days. So I kind of add that in my 14 days. So it really is like, here's your instructions for the next 14 days. And since I've been doing that, everybody is like, awesome. And I call, and I'm like, do you have any questions? Today it's day 5. And they go, nope, we've got it all right here in the messenger. So I've kind of added to it.
Excellent. Can you share that with us in Biz?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That'd be fantastic. Thank you. Step number 1 is make sure they have an incredible first 30 days. And that 14-day talk and following that system will help them to have a great day, but then also duplicate it so when they do bring in their friends and family, they can share the exact same things that they learn. People share what they learn. So excellent job. All right, now I want to bring in Greta J on the Facebook do's and don'ts. And Greta does an amazing job. Greta's been in Isogenics for now, and so has really gotten that figured out. So Greta, if you can share with us, and she just blew up yesterday with a post that she did.
That was fun. So I think it's funny, Steph, that you said I do an amazing job, because don't we all think we don't do an amazing job, right? We always need Stephanies in our life to tell us we're doing okay. I think Facebook is probably one of my biggest challenges. And then some days I think I'm doing it really great, but most of the time not. So I went out and did some research on it. I'm going to make it really simple. I know there's a lot of numbers and science behind Facebook. And if you know me, and if you don't know me, get to know me at Celebration. I am not a numbers person. I go off of feeling. I sort of just gauge on what's working and what's not, and then stick to that. The one thing, though, that I've kept that I think helps is consistency. We all talk about consistency, but and we'll touch in it here as I start to go through some simple do's and don'ts. I think some of the greatest do's I've ever heard were have fun, be yourself, post often. Don't make it such a burden or a task that you get so hung up that you're afraid to post. I think that's where I started, right, Steph? Little afraid to share and get out there. But a big important thing, too, that I've noticed with people is create an image. If people come to your site, what do they see? And so as I stalk, and I am become a stalker of some of these millionaires, if you look at their Facebook sites, they have an image that they create. And so what I do just to check in with myself is every so often I will go to my own site and I'll stalk myself, and I'll just scroll through, and keep scrolling a couple days to see what kind of image am I projecting. If I am, I had one girl I noticed she was into health, and we knew she was into health. I knew she was an Isogenics member, but she posted a lot of those, what are those videos, tasty good? Those tasty goods are not tasty, healthy. And I thought, well, that's so contradicting of what her other posts are. I'm not saying that you can't say that you're enjoying something, because I think it is a lifestyle and it should be rounded. But I think on Facebook, you need to keep it pretty as we do our eating, clean, and be that role model, so to speak, something that we can look at and really learn from. So if people come to your site, who are you? And if you're all about health, then make it all about health. Make it about nutrition. Throw in the balance of the family, hobbies, what you're doing, motivational quotes here and there. Also, too, if you're doing products, don't do all the same products. Mix it up. I know some people like just one product a lot, and I'm that person too, and I'm not even going to name it here, but mix it up. talk about some other things. But that puts me into the next thing, what not to do. So when you're posting that health, or you're posting about products, don't use the word isogenics. So I just posted something on Game Changer Biz just recently about that, about not posting. I've got my notes over here on the side, about not posting the word isogenics and how that you lose the ability to connect with those people. Because what they do is they take the word and then they go to Google and look it up. And then they get all that information from Google. And what that does, you lose connectivity with the person, and you lose that excitement from hearing your voice and telling them all about it. And I think the big thing that you lose is that you lose the people stories. Because, there's so many times that when I talk about isogenics, I talk about Stephanie's story with some of my moms that are joining, or I talk about, someone else's story or my own story. But you lose that if you're just putting isogenics up there. And then this, just as I was thinking about this on the way home, I think about this stuff on the way home. There was a commercial. Gosh, I wish I remembered the commercial, but I paid attention to that commercial because I had no clue what that commercial was selling. It's recent. It just recently appeared on TV. I even told my husband, I go, that is an odd commercial. What are they selling? And then at the end, they tell you what they're selling. But at the beginning, it got me out of the kitchen over to the TV to listen to it. And it was a little inappropriate, sort of a little edgy. I'm not saying that you have to be edgy or inappropriate on Facebook, but it was interesting. It captured my attention. And I thought, oh, how interesting, right? Just making those posts a little bit with curiosity. So in order to have curiosity, you want to take the words out of there, isogenics. The other thing they talk about is the FOMO, fear of missing out. Boy, do we have that a lot. So that's always a great way of getting people to, ask more questions. So creating the curiosity, creating the FOMO, celebrate success with team members, that transformation, or is it transformation? Oh, see, I don't even know. Face Fridays, I make my own up. That's why I don't know. Transformation Thursdays, stuff like that. And share, but don't share the word isogenics. Don't let the product show. So if you're making a shake, someone asked me, can I show the package? I wouldn't. Show the shake. Show you drinking the shake. I showed the other day my dog licking my shake out. That got a lot of excitement from all my dog lovers. I did a little video. It was hilarious. So I said, I'm not the only one in the house that loves this nutrition. It goes around. I have to buy extra for the dogs now. But they like that. So it's just that curiosity, be a little fun, be a little quirky. But they definitely will want to know what this is all about. The consistency part in your post. I see a lot of people that go hot and heavy. And I was one of them. I would be on it. 5 posts a day, 6 posts a day, or whatever the number is. That's where I don't want to get in too much, post 3 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these, just post. Get used to posting. A lot of times you'll see people, they're just really into posting. They're posting all the time, and then all of a sudden they go dry, and you don't hear from them. Consistency for our business is probably key. And why do I say that? Because, even though you hear crickets and you don't hear from people, those people are watching you, and they're continuing watching you. And I'm sure all of us have had someone that has come to us later after a year, 2 years. I've been with the company now 3.5 years. I can't believe it. And I had a girl just a year ago after 2 years of me posting. That means I lost my 100 pounds. I'm living a great lifestyle. I'm posting everything I do. But she let me go on for 2.5 years, and then she reached out and said, okay, I want to do this. And now she's 130 pounds gone. But she waited 2.5 years. So they're watching. It's just not their time. And, we talked about selling, or the right way to say it, or not the right way to say it on the 14-day talk. And I thought, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Live and learn. You just have to sort of look at the person and see where they're at and meet them where they're at. But the consistency, as long as you're consistent, then when they come and when they're ready to look for it and they look at your post and you're still there, that's key. The next thing that I'm going to go into, but I think, Stephanie, it's a little bit too long, and it might be something maybe we do another time, and that is helping your new associates post. A lot of our associates, you know, when they first start off, they wait till they get results. Have you ever heard that? No, I'm not going to post yet. I want to wait till I get results. I think everyone does that. So, you know, I've gotten a few little key things that I'd like to share sometime, and maybe we'll do some posts on that and talk about that and see what everyone else comes up with. But there's a lot of great posts that we can put together and feed them so that they can actually post. I think the best one that I read the other day was when they first got their box, you know, before I found this system, and it was just a post on, after watching my friend so-and-so experience X, Y, and Z, you know, in so many days, but we don't use so many days. So this is an old post, right? Using an amazing food nutritional cleanse system, I decided it was time for me to experience similar results because I too was tired of feeling X, Y, and Z. I'm so excited to get started, to get my body back. My system hasn't even arrived yet, and I'd love to have some of my good friends join me on this journey so we can hold each other accountable and get to the healthiest we've ever been together. Who's up for feeling good and looking their best and not letting me do it alone? So, I mean, there's great posts, but I think when you first start, I know for me, I was sort of an odd duck. I didn't post. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to talk to any about it. But I think if you share with them on how they're sharing with others and give them the words to say, just like that post, they sort of see the value in it and how they can help others. And I think too, and I know I'm getting off Facebook, but it's something that just recently came up in our group is how do you get people to do the business? I don't think you always need to say that. I think you just need to say, can I help you share? And it sort of organically just happens. That's all I got for Facebook. You guys are doing a great job. I've been stalking you.
That's awesome, Greta.
Not really.
Thank you for that. I love that. And you do, Greta has really branded herself. So if you want to take a look at her Facebook, and with the Jim Lupkin training, it's all about following and stalking and watching. You don't necessarily have to friend each other because you want to save your friend requests for new people that you haven't met yet, but you can like and follow Greta's posts. And she does so many great things. Her brand is definitely her happiness, her dogs, her recipes, food, hiking with her husband. I mean, you know details about Greta. And that's what people want to be able to feel from you is, who are you? What are you like? Do they want information from you? Do they want to work with you? Do they want to be coached by you? And when you really show a lot about you and your personality and the fun that you have to offer, as well as knowledge and experience and that credibility, that's when they want to follow you when their time is right. Thank you for that, Greta. That was absolutely perfect. And while you were speaking, I did get a confirmation from a girlfriend who teaches branding classes. And so she is offering to do a branding class for us. So I'll get that organized and scheduled and put that out there. Fantastic. Thank you. Any questions for Greta about do's and don'ts? All right, cool. If you do, send them out there. And whenever you guys have a great post, and Greta, if you want to do some of those that have really helped you blow up, like your one from Tuesday, 4th of July, or the one with your dog. The dogs, that always catches attention whenever they see dogs drinking shakes, because people just don't associate that. But if you want to do any of those, and if anyone else wants to do any of their really good power posts, whether you've gotten the responses or not, whether if you think it's just a great power post, or if you want to get people's opinion of, hey, I'm thinking about posting this. What do you guys think? And just be open for feedback. Post it in Game Changers Biz, and let's work together. And there's no harm and shame in Robin Hooding. Just make it your own story when you do that. Make it from you.
I was just going to say that Robin Hooding, there's no problems with that. Just make sure, though, you read through the post and you make your changes, because there has been a time where I've Robin Hood in a hurry because I was desperate for that 5th post or whatever it is. And at the end, it said someone else's name. I mean, take some time. Don't be in such a hurry. People aren't going to look at those posts right away. You've got time. Relax and enjoy it. And I think your posts become more authentic once you start relaxing and take that, oh, I've got to get it done out of it.
Yeah, good advice. Thank you for that. All right, next up is Jody Moore, who wants to share the you share, they share, repeat. And so Jody's been having so much success. And Jody, I love all of your recent posts that you've been doing recently. You are really showing your personality and behavior, but also your transformation, and you're being fearless. And that's a big part of how to really make this work, is to take yourself out of the picture, but just allow what you can do for other people. So Jody, can you do your you share, they share, and give everyone a full circle of how we can help people?
Well, I'm going to try. This is the first time I've explained this to anybody ever.
We're a great group to start with. No judgments here.
I guess so. So what I'm going to talk about is what they call the 820 script, and with the you share, they share. And we're going to use the value pack as the example, because when you share with two friends, depending on which pack they use or that they purchase, they give you a product introduction bonus, which could be anywhere from like $25 to $125, but we're going to use the value pack for the example, and that's an $80 product introduction bonus. So you have two friends that you share Isogenics with because you love Isogenics. And so you get them excited and they're like, yes, I want to do this. So two of your friends buy a value pack. And with that, what that does for you is makes you a consultant, and you get a $50 bonus from the company for becoming a consultant. And then what you also get is an $80 product introduction bonus for the value pack for your first friend and for your second friend. And now if you do that in 1 week, I believe the week runs from, let's see, Monday through Sunday. If your two people sign up and buy their value pack in the same week, Monday through Sunday, then it doubles your product introduction bonus. So instead of $80 a person, you get it $160 a person. So there you've just made $320 for sharing with two people, plus that makes you a consultant for another $50. So it's $370. So then, and that's called you share. So then you decide to talk to those people and see if they want to share. And then this next part is called they share. So you teach your two personally enrolled people to do the exact same thing that you just did, which was show excitement for your products. You're loving everything and you're putting it out there. And so now you're helping your two people help their two people. So their two people, if your two people do the same thing that you just did, by sharing a pack and becoming a consultant with two other people, then you get a bonus of $200 when two of your people each become consultants. And if you happen to do that in your first 60 days, then that would make you a manager, and that gives you another $250 bonus from the company. So they give you money in just tons of different ways, and that doesn't even include cycles that have happened all through of this too. So if we kind of recap that, for you sharing with two people, you have the potential to make $370. And then if your two people share with two people, you're up to another, then you get another 200, which is $570. And if you do all of that within 60 days, you have another 250, which brings you up to $820. And again, that doesn't include the cycles, which are $54 a piece. And they're just awesome and all blows up and we love it. So that's it. You share, they share. Did I miss anything?
No, that was absolutely awesome. And I love it because you're just talking to a person. You're just talking to a friend. And it came across really perfect. Does anyone have any questions for Jody about the You Share, They Share? Anything comes up, interrupted. So Jody, I think that's absolutely fantastic. And did you read through that $820 script? Is that how you learned your information?
I did, from the one that's in our 90-day pack.
Yeah, perfect. Simple, easy to understand, and easy to put out there so that you understand it, but they also understand. Did you learn some things by reading through that and learning and getting ready for today?
Yes, because I kind of knew how it all works, and I'd like to learn the rest of it about all the different bonuses that you get, like going up to executive and all of that stuff too. Because, you know, the more you look at this stuff, the more exciting it is as to how the money works. And it's not hard, we just make it hard.
Right. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I totally applaud you, Jody, because now that you know this and now that you have this confidence, you're going to start sharing this with more people. And I've seen such a huge boost in your posts actually this week. And so I'm kind of guessing learning that $800 script is what has taken you to doing more posts, becoming a little bit more fearless and bold in how you're approaching people and everything. Perfect timing. It's something that you've needed and you've wanted to do. And it's now in your lap of, okay, I have to do this. And for many different reasons. I absolutely applaud you. I'm going to suggest to everyone do the same exact thing that Jody just did. And take that $820 script, video yourself, and explain to the team, and you can all put it in the Game Changers Biz, and tell the team you've done that $820 training. When you take the time to really learn it, and you'll get it. You'll totally get it, and it's going to change everything for you. That confidence of really knowing what to say, whether they ask a question or they don't ask. You're going to feel that confidence. And Jody, you came across just speaking to a friend, explaining it, very simple, nothing complicated. Nothing about what we do is complicated. It really is simple, but we complicate it. So when you figure that out and you just go with it, things become so much easier. And it is exciting, guys. When you really truly understand this compensation plan, as Eric Cooper will always say, you won't be able to sleep because there is so much to this and so many bonuses and so many opportunities for yourself and for so many other people. You are the solution. So just really get the whole picture. And today was a great scenario of someone getting started, having the first great 30 days, taking them into, okay, well, I want to share it with people, but what do I say? What do I not say? And then how do I actually earn money or credit for doing this? So today was a great example of the full circle. All right, fantastic. Anyone have any questions about anything that occurred today or just anything that's happening at the moment?
I have a question about, like, when you're talking about the You Share, They Share, like what I did, of course, was the money side of it. But should you also interject that if you're not interested in the money part, that you can still get the product bonus coupons?
Yeah, you always need to figure out who your audience is. And even if they don't have an interest in the money, they could still very well have an interest in receiving the credits from the company. So why take that off people? If they're perfectly fine sharing with these people, because people are going to share because they love to help people. They're so passionate about it. They can't stop talking. They want the free food, or they really want to earn some of the cash. Whatever those scenarios are, great for us, right? No matter what. And so just learn what they're interested in. You can ask them. You know, if you had an opportunity to receive this for free every month or greatly discounted, would you? Or if you have the opportunity to earn some cash, maybe $300, $500, $700, $1,000, $5,000 a month, would you be interested? And ask them. And people don't always tell you the truth, but you can get an idea, you can sense a little bit as to what they're interested in. So there's nothing to lose by asking. And they'll appreciate asking versus just assuming. Today I had a conversation with a gentleman. He was telling me all about his dreams and his goals of what he wants for a house and what it's going to look like and so on. And I'm like, just so you know, I'm in network marketing, and a lot of people use network marketing as a vehicle to give them extra income. So let me send you a video. If you have an interest in learning more about this, let me know. I really didn't go into even what we were offering. He didn't ask. I'm just like, you know, it's a vehicle. We deal with health and nutrition. We change people's lives. And if you're looking for a vehicle for extra money, let me know. And in that case, he didn't really bite on anything whatsoever. So I didn't go really any further. But I put it in his lap and I gave him that opportunity versus just not even saying anything. All right. Awesome call. Fantastic training, everybody. Simple, easy, duplicatable checklist. Done, done, done. Next week, we're going to have a few different people share how they have been connecting with other people. How are they connecting? Through Facebook, through phone calls, through in-person meetings. What are they saying? And how do they actually enroll them? And then what is their follow-up process? So these are all people who have been enrolling multiple people every single week. So jump on and listen to them. I'll line up our branding spokesperson. It is what she does for either a living or she's extremely passionate, but she does it professionally on how to brand yourself. And then, of course, we'll be continuing to really rock and roll on our Facebook posts, how to entice people, how to help them have a great 30-day experience, and then how to help them enroll people and become consultants. All right, any other questions before we end tonight? All right, we'll continue talking about celebration. Write down your questions. Your Facebook posts in all the product groups have been amazing. Thank you guys all so much for that. It's been absolutely incredible. Hope you guys all had a great 4th of July. Rest a little bit today. And we'll see you guys all on Facebook tomorrow. Oh, and free enrollment code for tonight is fireworks. Go out there and enroll. All right. Thank you, Greta. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Mary Kay and Christine. And thanks, everybody, for being on tonight. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, Stephanie.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
You see me getting eaten by mosquitoes?
No. Are you outside? Or are they all in?
No, I think they must be getting in somehow.
Oh, no.
My cabin.
Oh, sorry about that. Get some lavender or lemon oil, and that will help with the itching and swelling. You see my black eye? I got hit with a water balloon yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
He just like,
oh, hey, Stephanie, I got your text.
Yeah. Are you good with that?
I'll respond. Yeah, I have, I might be a few minutes late, but I'd be happy to.
Okay, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. I know everyone wants to know what you were doing and how you're doing all of it. So that'd be great.
My son,
go second or third.
Oh, yeah. My son got burned by a firework last night. He's okay though.
Okay, good.
Yeah. One of the Roman candles was kind of a dud, and the flame that comes out of the top burned his hand a little bit, but he's okay.
Oh no! Ouch! Ouch!
Yeah.
Super stepped on a sparkler. I got hit with a water balloon.
Oh yeah.
4th of July is dangerous.
Oh yeah. And then
I ate a s'more.
That's dangerous too.
I had 3 s'mores with dark chocolate. Dark chocolate.
And a nice delight in there.
I'm cleansing tomorrow.
I didn't pack any.
Right? Lots of cleansing coming up.
Oh yes.
Right. All right. While
See you guys later.
Do you, Fiona? You've never been to Celebration, but it's very, very similar to NYKO. I'm gonna stop recording.